I happily agreed to be a bridesmaid for a good friend when she got engaged last May. My grandmother is 102 years old but was doing well, all things considered, until about 2 weeks ago. Then her doctor suggested we put her on hospice because she likely had 6 months or less to live. Immediately after my uncle signed the hospice paperwork, my grandmother had a bad fall and rapidly began to deteriorate. It's highly likely that she won't live more than a few more days. My friend's wedding is in 10 days. Today, I called my friend and explained the situation. My grandmother and most of my family are in Colorado. The wedding is in Florida. Technically, I could fly to Colorado to see my family, possibly see my grandmother if she's still alive, and then go to Florida for the wedding. However, I know I will be extremely emotional and upset, and honestly, I just want to be with family. My friend is the only person I know at her wedding, and I know it would be impossible for me to act happy and excited for her. My grandmother is truly one of the most important people in my life, and knowing she is dying is incredibly painful. So I told my friend that while it is an impossible choice, I do not feel like I can be in the wedding now. I knew my friend would not be thrilled, but she told me that she's deeply hurt by my decision. Obviously, it was a difficult decision, and maybe I made the wrong decision, but I also feel like there is no way I would be able to be anything resembling a good bridesmaid at this point. Obviously, 10 days before the wedding is not a good time to have to cancel, but in my mind this is an emergency situation and I've apologized multiple times to my friend. I'm just afraid that she will never get past feeling hurt, and then I'll have lost both my grandmother and my friend. Not long after I posted the original post, my friend texted me several times telling me how much I was hurting her by not finding a way to both say goodbye to and grieve for my grandmother and be present at her wedding. She went on about how she spent a lot of time and money planning the wedding, how she has very few close friends, and how she really needed my support. I apologized yet again, and apparently said something in my apology that hurt her feelings. I'm still confused about that one. After about the 4th text from her, I finally had to tell her point blank that I had apologized multiple times. I honestly never meant to hurt her, and I needed her to stop with the feelings dumping because I was dealing with a family emergency. She then sent a perfunctory apology that sounded like something your mom makes you write when you're a kid. And then silence for a day. Until tonight, when she texted to ask if my hotel room was canceled yet because 2 of her other friends might be coming at the last minute. Because after all this, apparently she thinks it's okay to ask me for a favor. She is now blocked on everything, which I probably should have done sooner. But we've been friends for 7 years and I considered her one of my closest friends. Never in my wildest dreams did I see this coming. I've simply hit the point where I do not want someone in my life who treats me this way. My grandmother is still alive, but in a near comatose state and not responding to anything. So I made the decision that I will not be going to see her before she passes, since she likely wouldn't be aware of my presence anyway. My family is planning a memorial get-together for next weekend, because she is not expected to live that long, and I will fly to Colorado to be with my family for that.